Yeah, he got a quad contusion. That was pretty nasty. So he's got some ice on it now, and I would just call him questionable for Friday.
The video kind of looked like it was outside of his knee. It looked like he was grabbing his knee. Had any type of knee injuries for sure been ruled out?
I haven't talked to our training staff. When he came off the floor, he said it was a bad thigh, muscle bruise, like he just got kneed in the thigh, but it was close to the knee. But I have no reason to believe it's anything to do with the joint contusion, from what I understand.
Both Rick and Draymond told me.
Gotcha.
What can you say about Andrew's night?
Andrew was just fantastic. The aggression from the beginning of the game. Loved his energy. Obviously, he was pretty excited to play against his old team, and we needed everything he brought us tonight. The scoring, the running the floor, getting to the foul line, knocking down threes. I thought he was tremendous. And then I thought Kevon Looney was just amazing. I mean, that's one of the toughest matchups in the league with Towns. Towns is a great player. And, for Loon to go out there and battle him and get 17 rebounds and play, 29 minutes, that's a pretty heavy load for Loon. But it's where he is now. That's the great thing. He's healthy again. And it's so great to see, because he's one of those guys you just root for, the way he works, the way he just puts his head down and gets the job done day after day after day. So those two guys really stood out, but I was really proud of the whole group for sticking with it in a strange game that had no flow and no rhythm. We had to kind of gut it out.
Did you know Wiggins still had that type of bounce?
I'm sorry?
Did you know Wiggins still had that type of bounce?
Man, that last one, the putback, I need to see the replay. He was so high. And the one in the first half, too, on the baseline was just fantastic.
From our perspective, obviously, outside looking in, it's like, against Minnesota, and he shows that type of juice. I mean, do you think that had anything to do with it? Who was in the building tonight? I
think it's always inspiring to play, against your old team. But I think also Wiggs is now in shape. Like he started camp with a knee issue. We had him on a minutes restriction the first 4 or 5 games. It didn't look like he was in rhythm, and I don't think I did a great job, frankly, of putting him in positions to score and to attack. And so I thought we did a better job tonight of getting him into a position to do that, but it was all him obviously attacking and getting to the paint and really being aggressive. And it's it's on us and on him to continue that kind of aggressiveness and pace that he played with.
At shoot-around, it looked like you were just checking in with Wiggins, kind of one-on-one at the end. Did he need a little pep talk or anything, or did you ask him to be more assertive? Where do you think this came from?
No, I mean, Andrew's been in this league for 8-9 years. He's obviously got it in him, and I talk with all of our guys all the time, just checking in, and we're constantly trying to make sure everybody is feeling comfortable and confident in their roles. And like I said, I don't think I did a great job over the first few weeks of getting him in a comfortable spot. So hopefully this is the start of a really good stretch for him.
Steve, it's a 4th straight game with 120 points. I don't think you've scored below 100 all season. How would you evaluate the offense through 11 games?
Well, for the most part, our offense has been really good. I thought tonight we were a little clunky. We got a lot of free throws to get to the 120. It didn't feel like the beautiful game. It was more just grind it out because of just the stop and start nature of the game. We just couldn't get into a rhythm, but just felt good to hang on to the win. We had the 20-point lead, and then you could just feel it. You could feel the momentum changing. And I was really proud of our guys, when they cut it to 4 or 5 points. Seemed like we executed each time down the floor and kept them at bay.
Steve, how important was Andre during that stretch where, just trying to stabilize things?
That's what Andre does. I mean, he's, plus 19, didn't score a point, plus 19. That's Andre. 8 assists and countless great defensive plays and, some steals and just great reads and defensive decisions with his rotations. He does it night after night after night. It's just an incredible luxury to have him back.
48 is probably as much as you guys have had scored on you in a while. What did you just think of Edwards tonight?
He was fantastic. I mean, he's just so explosive athletically and obviously, made 7 threes tonight. Came into the game shooting 30%, but we knew he was very capable from 3. And he got it going, got to the line, got anywhere he wanted. He's an incredible talent, and he's getting better and better.
Obviously.
All right, that was Steve Kerr there at the podium as we welcome everybody back to Warriors Postgame Live presented by Toyota. Well, the Warriors are 10-1 on the season. They roll over the T-Wolves with a late spurt in the fourth quarter. 10-0 run in that fourth quarter to put away the T-Wolves and send them to their 6th straight loss. And it was all about that bench again, D, right? We know Wiggins got his 35. Steph Curry did his thing. But the bench again, the production from Otto Porter Jr., Bielitsa, and GP2, it's always somebody different off that bench.
Always somebody different. This bench is always coming in the game ready to play, either to put the score up higher or keep the score in the lead level. But once again, another guy in double figures tonight, it was Otto Porter. It was his night tonight. He did a great job. Bailey did a great job. And I love the shot takes that Bielitsa took. He took a lot of threes today. They need to see that. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like somebody pressed a button for GP, and he just shot out of something, Bonte. What was that?
I don't know what that was. I can't do that. I don't know if you can do that anymore, but I can never do that there.
Once upon a time.
Look at this. Reverse.
That's nasty.
I mean, GP2 said he's not going to partake in the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, but I don't know, man. When you're doing stuff like that, man, to send him to the All-Star break and partake in the Slam Dunk Contest, especially with Jason Richardson in the house tonight.
GP, you got to get in the Slam Dunk Contest. You got too many nasty dunks not to get in there. We got to see him in there, Bonte.
And we got to give Looney some love tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Looney set the tone for the Golden State Warriors. Solid post defense on Karl Anthony Towns. Catman-Do was 4-13 in the first half, and mostly because of Looney's post defense. Darrell, he finished with 11 points and 17 rebounds.
11. But listen, Bonte, he had 12 offensive rebounds. That is crazy. That means you was putting in the work. You was out hustling. You was out working the big fella. And that's what the Warriors pride they had on that, lead they had on that. Outworking guys, and that's what Looney did. He kept balls alive, and he wasn't scared to go back up. So big shout out to Looney for staying ready and going out there and competing at a high level tonight.
And look, he's usually a guy who plays about 11, 12 minutes a night, D, right? Tonight he played 29 minutes, and he had to step up once Draymond left the game with the thigh contusion midway through the third quarter. So big ups to Looney for playing 29 minutes and frustrating Karl Anthony Towns all night long.
Yeah, and when you coaching somebody and you see what they're bringing to the game, you got to throw them in there. I thought he did a great job with just staying steady, fighting down low with big fella because he's a workload in the post and then around the perimeter as well. But he took him out the game completely. He made him shoot 10 threes tonight. So that lets you know how aggressive Karl Anthony Towns really was tonight when Looney banging him down low.
And it looks like the Warriors aren't short on bigs right now. And they got Wiseman coming back in a few weeks. The Warriors again out-rebounded T-Wolves 52-41. Looney, as D. Wright said, 12 offensive rebounds, a monster double-double for Loon here. And we're going to break down this guy right here.